Hey guys, hope you're all well. As you can see in front of me, I've got my Ford EF 1996 Fairmont. It's manual, not factory. It's got a sunroof. This car has been on the channel a few times. I want to do this video just to show you guys that it's on the road. I'm driving it around. A few things had to get done for it to get to this stage, but now that I'm driving it around, it's a good, nice, reliable car. It's back to stock height, as you can tell. It doesn't look as good because of that, but it's definitely more practical. You know, cops aren't pulling me over left, right, and center, and I can tow a trailer. It won't be, sagged if I do. But yeah, I just want to do a quick walk around video of this whole car now and just show you the little things that I've done. Now, it's got weather shields on the front, both sides. The center caps, eBay spec center caps. Just a whole bunch of little things. I've changed, the nuts and, bought some little red valve covers for the wheels and shit, all basic cheap shit. New windscreen wipers. To get it on the road, I had to change the front shocks and the rear shocks, obviously lift it up. It had a locker in the back as well, which I had to take out. The exhaust I've completely taken off as well. It's got a stock exhaust on it at the moment. It sounds very quiet, which is a good thing. There's flies around me doing my head in, as usual. It's like a 30-degree day, so they're going to be around. But yeah, I just want to do a full walk around video of this car and just show you guys the whole car properly this time, instead of just skidding it in between and giving you guys a little bit and not the full thing. But yeah, as you can see, the body's, pretty straight. It's got its little dents that you could probably paintless dent remove most of them. But yeah, the body is reasonably straight. It's got a lot of clear coat peel, which is expected for a 30-year-old car. But yeah, little dents like that, they're everywhere. But it's not going to stop it from being a reliable car, and it still looks good from far. But yeah, so body-wise, it's A1. It could be better paint-wise, obviously. No rust. The seals are very straight. That's one reason why I really liked this car, because the seals are straight and the body's straight and there is no rust. If it had rust, I would have just ended up skidding it or parting it out. But thank God it didn't. But yeah, you can see it's pretty straight, reasonably straight. Inside, I've cleaned it up a little bit. Still got a lot more to do. I want to wet and dry vac that, or them. I'll probably even change them because they're not 100%. And some of the shit's falling off. I need to re-stick carpet on. I think on that side it is. But yeah, 308,000 Ks. It's not bad. The rear seats. It's got stock speakers in it at the moment. I'm going to change them. These clips are so common to just fall off. I've got to get a new one of them, or else it's just going to keep falling off. But yeah, I'll show ya. Let's go the boot first. Now, sometimes this thing opens by itself very easily and sometimes it doesn't. But as you can see, I'll just lift it slightly. And it is slightly going up. You can't really tell on camera, but it is slightly going up. Very, very slowly. It just doesn't want to open by itself today, but sometimes it'll do it. Very, very odd. But yeah, as you can see, no rust around the edges here. It's all looking very straight, which is another reason why I like this car. Under here is reasonably clean as well, considering. I will end up putting some different speakers in it at some point. Not exactly sure when that's going to happen. But I'll show you under the bonnet. So here we've got under the bonnet. Now I've done a lot to tidy this up. It doesn't look like it. It's very stock looking. But I've done a lot of cleaning, a lot of, tidying up wires and shit. It was just a mess everywhere. So it was doing my head in. But yeah, we got some genie extractors. They've been on there the whole time. Still got a high flow cat on it at the bottom there. It's meant to have a stage 1 cam. I'm not 100% sure, but it's meant to. As you can see, yeah, it's got new shocks on the front. I want to like put tar underneath here so it doesn't look as grotty. It'll make it a little bit more polished black instead of just looking all rusty and dirty. But you know, all in good time, all in good time. But yeah, a lot of stuff came off the green wagon for this car, like that front shroud. That was off the green wagon. This did not have it. Yeah, just a lot of things that green wagon sacrificed, even that cover. So if it wasn't for that green wagon, this car would not be as good as it is right now. So it's definitely helped a lot, that car. But yeah, these weather shields you can buy off eBay. I think they were like $50 or some shit, maybe 100, could be more, I don't know. I think it was like, I'm pretty sure it was in between 50 and 100, but I could be wrong, But yeah, these door cards, I still haven't decided what I'm going to do, but for some reason there are no screw holes, or there are holes in the card, but not in the door there. I think it just goes right through. Yeah, also the electric windows on these are very common to break. When I bought this car, I think all the windows were not working, believe it or not. I think one was working, and it was actually this back one, and it's rooted. I need to change it. It almost sounds like I've got an air compressor in here with a locker. So yeah, I just thought I'd add that in there. Just got some drift seat covers on there as well. I put them on most of my cars. I reckon they're an ideal cover, pretty cheap, and you know, they're not easily ripped, and they're very easy to take off and put back on as well. Yeah, there's not really much more to say. I've just tightened up a lot of screws, and like those rear lights on the roof there were loose, and I had to tighten them up, so it's gone a bit better. The roof line looks a little bit better. Yeah, underneath, can't really see, but engine running gear wise, there is not a leak on this car, so I'm very pleased with that. It's been fully serviced. I've serviced the motor, the box, the diff, all brand new oils. Yeah, as you can probably tell, it's got new gas struts all round. Yeah, the bonnet and the boot. Yeah, there's a lot of other things I want to buy as well. Got to give it a proper clean. As you can see, that is filthy right there. The door cards, I still don't know 100% if I want to find better ones or just try and clean these ones up as much as I can. These are very common to rot away, so I'm going to buy some new aftermarket ones of them. I think they actually, what do they call it, 3D print these things, so I might just buy some new ones of them. And they 3D print that as well for the middle rear seat belt, so I'll be getting one of them as well. But yeah, everything really works. It's just well worn in. The only thing is the heater and the aircon. I have problems with that. I don't really know what it is. It's something, but this turns on and off when it wants, and it's doing my head in. I'm gonna have to, you know, do a lot of research and look over that, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. I'll start her up now anyway. Go. She runs reasonably well for 300,000 Ks. I think it might need chains and lifters done, but I'm not overly stressing. My plan isn't to actually thrash the shit out of this thing at the moment. It's more just to get it to a nice, respectable car. You know, maybe lower it a little bit more. I might make it a little bit louder. And yeah, I might sell it down the track, I don't know. But I just want to be able to enjoy it and make the most of it how it is right now. And yeah, just enjoy the car for what it is, I guess. You don't see many of these things around anymore, driving around as dailies. So when you do see them, you know that people have put work into them to keep them going. But yeah, there's a lot of little things. I was thinking about wrapping it as well at some point. I haven't decided on colors or anything just yet, but I think it will happen. This car does have a lot of potential in my eyes, probably a lot of other people's eyes too, but you know, some people are just going to say it's a piece of shit. And realistically, if you have a lot of money and you're a loaded motherfucker, then yeah, this is a piece of shit. But to somebody that likes these type of cars and doesn't have a lot of money, this is a decent car. Yeah, even just finding them with sunroofs these days is fucking impossible. Like, people will pay $1,000 just for the sunroof cutout in the roof. So there's $1,000 right there just for this bit. And then you've got, you know, the manual setup. But between everything, you've got a 4 or 5 grand car here, in my eyes. Now, everyone's going to say, oh, it's not worth 5 grand, or, you know, it's worth more or less. You know, it's, at the end of the day, it's what it's worth to me. To me, it's worth 4 to 5 grand, this car at the moment. And a lot of other people, I think, would agree. But, you know, each to their own, each to their own. I'm not going to sit there, you know, saying what's wrong and what's right. Because at the end of the day, something's wrong in someone else's head and right in someone else's. So that's just how life is. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys this car properly. I might even just get new headlights for it too, so they don't look so tacky. But yeah, I really like this car. Hopefully it sticks around for a little bit, and yeah, hopefully nothing goes wrong. I'll just use it to get to work and back. I'll do some towing with it, and when I decide to get rid of it or make it a little bit better, I'll end up doing that, I guess. But for now, it's just slow steps, and I'm just happy that it is where it is today, because 3 to 4 years ago, it was in a paddock being thrashed and, you know, driven in mud. I've tried to clean as much mud off it as possible, and there's still mud coming out of it to this day. So I pretty much wash it once a week, and I'm guessing all the mud will just eventually end up out of it. As you can see, mud's still falling out of the light here, and that mud's probably like 5 years old, roughly. But yeah, the more you wash it, the more it's just gonna take the mud out of little cracks and nooks and crannies and shit like that. But yeah, I definitely want to do something about the exhaust, make it a little bit louder, but I ain't stressing. I'm just happy that I'm driving it around and enjoying it. I hope to fix the aircon and heater. They're my 2 main things that I really want to get sorted on this car. But yeah, guys, that's all. I just thought, why not do a little video on this car and show you guys that it's still around and that I am fucking enjoying it. Sometimes it's just ideal to just leave your cars, let them sit, and then, you know, bring them back into your life later on, instead of just selling them and moving on to the next car. If you have the room, obviously. It all comes down to room and money and time. And I just got very lucky to happen to have all of them at the moment. So, yeah. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. If you want to see more of this car, let me know. I don't know what else I could be doing to it. I might do little videos here and there of just making it better. The next video you might see of this car, it might have 5K pumped into it. Like, who the hell knows, you know what I mean? But it doesn't need much. All it needs is a wrap, heater and aircon to work, maybe a little bit lower, and then this car, to me, is like perfect. Like, the interior is always going to be a little bit tacky. It's a 30-year-old car, you know what I mean? Could always spend money cleaning it up or buying new stuff or aftermarket stuff, but at the end of the day, it still gets from A to B, and it's going to definitely outlive a lot of these fucking brand new cars that are coming out now. But anyway, guys, I'm out of here. I'm going to get out of these probably these clothes. I'm going to get out of this weather, get away from these flies, and chill out. And yeah, I'll speak to you whenever I speak to you. Take care and look after yourselves.